How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So I've just jumped off the YouTube and TikTok live now, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down the sell trade that I took on my Top Step Express account for absolutely free. Okay, so I trade live every single day in the US session for 1 to 2 hours. So if you do want to tune into these daily free live streams and see my trading session in the US session, drop a subscribe, put the notifications on, and tune in to the next live. Okay, so I took this trade on Top Step X, okay, and you can see here, if I just lift up my actual trades taken, you can see that my entry price 4139.7, and these first two trades were partials, and the last trade here was my final TP, and you can see from 4139.7 to 4130, around almost 100 ticks in total on this one trade. So it was like 100 tick sell in total, which is very, very nice. And just before I get into this, the reason I was using so little risk, normally I wouldn't use 3 micros, but this account, I've already taken $4,500 in payouts on it on my first payout, and this account is almost ready. I needed one more $150 day now for a payout, so I don't want to be over risking. I just want to get my $150 day in, and then I can take another 2, even maybe 3k payout on this account when it's ready. Okay, so like I say, I just needed another $150 day. I don't need to over risk on this account now. 3 micros, especially for a half risk trade, which I took, was absolutely fine here. So you can actually see the execution on this trade. I've showed you the execution, I've showed you the profit, $150. Let me just head over to the trading view chart here. And the main reason why I was looking to enter this trade was I had a level here on gold, okay? I was looking for buys above this level here. So if gold closed above this range, I was gonna look to trade into more ranges to the upside. You can see there's a lot of clean traffic to trade on gold to the upside if I get above this range. And you can see that gold actually did give me a closure above, okay? But something that I was concerned about is if you just look to the left, okay, there's more resistance building up here, okay? And gold took these targets to the left. So what I do in this situation, if gold doesn't have a strong close and it comes into another level, I'll simply just move this level up like so, and I'll wait for another breakout above this recent resistance. You can see here, acting as resistance. Again, price coming into this level. So even though I broke above this prior level, gold's closed above here perfectly. It's closed nice and strong, but into another level where price could reverse and push down. I don't want to be buying at a level where price, if I start looking to buy here, what could happen? Well, price could tag me in, push up a little bit, and reverse and come and take me out. So I said on the live stream as well, I'm going to be watching for a break above here. Now, if it breaks above here, I can look to buy into this range and into them highs. And if I play this forward one more candle, you can see that price actually does exactly what I thought it would do. It's pushed up, taken anybody who's looking to buy too early into this market and closed bearish, okay? So it's pushed up, taken the liquidity of anyone getting in the market too soon, and it's actually closed bearish, rejecting the level. So my thought process is, anybody who's buying too early, just like I mentioned before, with stop losses below like this, looking for this play higher and trading this breakout down here, not understanding that there's more levels to the left to watch out for, is either taking a stop loss or is in drawdown. And I'm going to try and take advantage of this. And all I did was say, okay, we've come up into this level, we've rejected it and closed bearish. I'm going to be looking now to sell at half risk, because overall gold is within this big range. You can see gold is overall within this big range here, and every time I'm within my levels on gold, I'll always trade at like half risk or less than half risk. If I come and break above this range, for example, I'll look for full risk buys. If I break to the downside below the range, I'll look for full risk sells. But because I'm actually within the range here and I'm trading within, I'm looking for half risk sells down. And all I'm looking to do is trade into that liquidity like I mentioned. Anyone buying too early, trading this breakout, not understanding there's more structure to the left, is in drawdown now. And all I did was take a sell on this next candle flip down. As soon as this candle closed here, I took a sell on the next candle. And like I mentioned on the live stream, I managed it as soon as price came into this level here. 40 ticks into profit, that's where I managed the trade. And my stop loss was actually above the level slightly and above the candle that pushed down, the entry candle high. And as soon as it came into this level, this is where I took some partials. This is where I went break even. And if we go back to Project X here and bring up my trades, let's get this out of the way. Where was my final TP? 41.30.4. And if we put in 41.30.4, which is here, you can see it's on these lows to the left. And if we go here to the right and go back onto the trading view, it's the exact same TP for 100 ticks in total. And all I'm doing here is trading within the range, understanding there's a lot of people entering buys, and then people entering buys are now trapped in the buys, and I'm trading into their stop loss to the downside. And you can see TP gets smashed perfectly. So, if I had to put the profit and loss tool on this trade on Project X, it would look something like this. And if I put the stop loss to there, it was like a 3.3 risk to reward this trade. So TP got smashed. Perfect half risk entry for me. Like I say, only very, very low risk, but normally if I were using full risk, this might have been like a $400-500 win. But like I said before, happy to get another $150 day and get closer to another payout with Top Step. So very, very clean trade here, and it's as simple as that. Reject the level, close bearish within the range. I'm happy to take a risky sell down into the range low, and all I'm doing is trading from a level, nice strong closure, into more levels and liquidity to the downside. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this trade breakdown on gold. If you liked it and you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Like always, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.